goes to work in blue jeans and utters only one sentence, but his message is loud and clear. Only you can prevent wildfires. Smokey Bear just turned 70 and his image is getting a reboot. With much of the West in a drought, Ben Tracy shows us how Smokey's job is as important as ever.
Surprise! If you really want to mess with Smokey Bear, give him a cake full of fire for his birthday. Despite the evil eyes, these days Smokey is more often seen giving bear hugs. And at 70, he's definitely not looking his age. Has Smokey had some work done?
Smokey has had a little work done. His costume has been updated. He's got a great, fresh look.
Peggy Conlin is president of the Ad Council, the organization that has overseen Smokey's image from the beginning. So this is amazing to me that this has lasted for 70 years. How iconic is Smokey Bear at this point?
94% of Americans recognize Smokey Bear. He's survived generations, and he's beloved, and everybody remembers his phrase.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Smokey was created in 1944, one of the first campaigns from the newly created Wartime Ad Council, the same folks who coined the phrase, "Loose lips sink ships." Smokey's job was to warn Americans of the danger of forest fires, but not those set by Americans, rather those set by the Japanese. During World War II, Japan launched fire-bombing balloons into the jet stream, hoping to destroy American natural resources.
The concern with that is that we needed wood for the war effort, whether it was with boats and planes and just the paper. But then also, it would have taken many of the soldiers away from the war effort to be able to deal with fires.
In 1950, an orphan bear cub rescued from a fire in New Mexico became the living symbol of forest fire prevention. History repeated itself this month in Washington state when a bear cub named Cinder provided a fresh reminder of wildfire danger. But despite Smokey's fame, there is one recurring problem: his name. I think most Americans know him as Smokey the Bear. That's not right, though.
No, actually, Smokey the Bear came from a song that was written back in the 50s.
Smokey the Bear, Smokey the Bear, prowling and a growling and a sniffing the air.
Because of the cadence of the song, the songwriters put "the" between Smokey and Bear. And of course, that song became so iconic and memorable that that's why people call him Smokey the Bear.
By the time the second hand reaches 12, forest fires will have burned down another 100 trees.
Whatever you want to call him, he's been effective. In 1944, about 22 million acres were lost every year to wildfires. Today, the average is down to around 6.7 million acres, due in part to awareness of wildfire prevention. Yet in the U.S., more than 62,000 wildfires are still caused by humans every year. That includes the worst fire in California history, which killed 15 people and destroyed 2,200 homes. That's why Smokey is now targeting a new generation. As part of his millennial makeover, he's joined Facebook and has nearly 25,000 followers on Twitter, many of them thanks to singer-songwriter Pharrell, who famously showed up to the Grammys this year in what many called his Smokey hat. Apparently, Smokey's sense of fashion and his message are still relevant 70 years later. For CBS This Morning, Ben Tracy, Los Angeles.
That's great. I did not know that whole story.
No, I didn't either, and I wonder how many, if those balloons actually cause any fires. Yeah. Though if they're going to update his image, I'm thinking Smokey T. Bear has a nice ring to it.
Why
Smokey
not?
T. Bear? Smokey T. Bear. Yeah. All right, Jane, I didn't know you were so...
I am.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, I am.